Hi, my name is Pita. I'm from Congo, and I'm a fitness trainer and a beauty influencer. I was born in Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of Congo. I moved to the States in 1994. Growing up as an African, when it comes to food, it wasn't so much variety, but it was very unique. So I think I learned a lot about different tastes and not to judge anything by the eyes. I feel like my relationship with African food was almost like a divorce because there's a lot of starch in the foods that we eat, but at the same time, I still visit my ex. My favorite African foods has to be 1, fufu. Who doesn't love fufu that's African? 2, mikate. I'm a home cooking person. I do like restaurant food when I'm lazy, but I prefer to know what's going in my food, how I want it to taste, how I want it to look. Last time I had any African meal had to be maybe last month, maybe 3 weeks ago. Today I'll be cooking mikate, which is like a deep fried fritter, almost like a donut. And it's made in our country for like festivals, weddings, anniversaries, any big occasions, you're gonna see mikate on the table. It's not a main meal, it's more so like a side dish. Like if you were to go to a restaurant and you had mac and cheese, chicken, and carrots, mikate would be your carrots. So it's more so like a side dish that complements the whole meal. I'm making mikate today because my friend has never had mikate. She's seen me eat them, she's seen me make them, but she's always been like on a diet or something. So today I'm gonna let her try them. So let's check out what I have in my fridge and see what I eat on a day-to-day basis. My go-to fish is definitely salmon. So I definitely cook salmon a lot of the times. I love mushrooms. I love onions. We got some spinach and Brussels sprouts. Gotta have the dark greens. Blueberries, always got the blueberries. Fresh spinach in the morning, go-to, great thing. So I really don't have much in my fridge because I probably meal prep twice a week. So I kind of try to get groceries often. Got lemons. We keep a lot of lemons for a lot of lemon water, you know, and my condiments are pretty simple. I don't like a lot of salt, so we got some sriracha and we got just a simple basics, but that's pretty much in my fridge. It's a lot of mysteries in here that, you know, changes on a day-to-day basis. As far as my freezer, empty. No, y'all thought y'all was gonna see ice cream? No. So I don't really keep much in my freezer. I don't like frozen food. So we got some ground turkey because might make some healthy meatloaf sometime this week. Got some quinoa. And besides that, maybe got like a cauliflower snack found at Trader Joe's or something. But besides that, I don't really keep a lot of stuff in my freezer because I don't like frozen food. Fresh, always. Okay, so basically, that's really pretty much what I have in my freezer. All right, let's get to cooking this mikate, y'all. These are the ingredients that go into my dish. We got some all-purpose flour. We got some sugar. We need eggs, quick rise yeast, vanilla extract, give it a little sweetness, some nutmeg, give it a little tang, and some salt. And then we have some vegetable oil. That's what we're gonna use to deep fry our dish today. So we also need a bowl to scramble the eggs, some measuring spoons, and a measuring cup to be able to measure all the ingredients. Okay, let's get started. So first, we need 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Now this measuring cup is 2 cups, so we're just gonna go ahead and dig in here one time. Shake it. Sometimes I like to pour it too, so I'm just pouring it for right now. Boom, boom. Shake it, eye it. That's 2 cups. Stuff happens, you know, so we're gonna pour 1 more cup. That's another thing. This can get a little messy, so don't try to look cute making mikate because it's gonna be flour everywhere. Almost at 1 cup, guys. Three cups of flour. Then after the flour, we're gonna use 1 cup of sugar. You can use brown sugar. If you do use brown sugar, you wanna do maybe 1.5 cups, because brown sugar is a little less sweet than white sugar, but today we're using white sugar. So we're gonna do 1 cup of white sugar. See where we're at? There we go. One cup of white sugar. You wanna mix all the dry ingredients first, because you don't wanna be adding in the wet ingredients when it's not ready yet. So we wanna make sure we mix all the dry ingredients first. So that's 1 cup of sugar. Next thing, we're gonna add 2 1/4 teaspoons of quick rise yeast. Make sure it's quick rise because we want this dough to fluff up. You don't wanna be eating flatbread, we're eating a fluffy dough ball. So we're gonna make sure we get quick rise. And you can find this at any store. Gonna take our measuring. I'm gonna open it up. Usually I should have scissors for this, but today I don't have scissors. So we're gonna get creative. So this is 1 teaspoon. We're gonna get in here. 1, 2, and then I have a 1/4 here that I'm gonna go ahead and pull up. So that's 2 1/4 teaspoons of quick rise yeast. We're gonna put that to the side. Then we're gonna add some nutmeg. Nutmeg is to give it a little tang. This is optional, but I suggest adding nutmeg. Once again, I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. And we're gonna put 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Now there's a powdered sugar, it doesn't come till the end, so that's the one dry ingredient that you don't have to use right away. Then we're gonna add a little bit of salt. With salt, you kind of don't need any utensils for the salt. You kind of can just put it in your hand. You want to just eye it a little bit. You're probably getting a slight handful, a little pinch. So we're just gonna pinch the salt in there. Now we're gonna mix this. We're gonna mix the flour, the sugar, the nutmeg, the salt, all together. Once you have that, you're gonna put that to the side. In this bowl, you're gonna take 2 eggs, you're gonna crack it, and you're gonna just beat it up. I can't crack an egg with 1 hand, so I wasn't about to get a trick. This is all you get for today. Or maybe I could, let's see. Oh, ooh, that's something new. I'm gonna keep that though. So we got 2 eggs in this bowl. We're gonna go ahead and scramble them. Kind of want to keep your area clean, even though I got messy at first. That's okay. So back to this bowl, we have 2 eggs in this bowl. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and scramble these eggs together. Just like, so now what you wanna do is pour the eggs right into the middle of your bowl. This is not the only wet ingredient that goes into your dish. So we're gonna add the eggs first, and then we're gonna add vanilla extract. We're gonna pour this right in the middle. Then you wanna put 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract into your mix, right into the middle as well. It's okay if you put a little extra. If you like a little sweet, you like a little sweet. Now you need 2 cups of warm water. Warm water helps to use rise faster, so that's why we're using warm instead of cold. Okay, got all my ingredients in the bowl. Now it's time to look for a spoon. Spoon, spoon, spoon. Spoon, spoon, spoon. Oh, snap. My friend's here early, so. Hi.
What are you doing in here?
So I'm making you some mikate.
What are mikates?
Mikates are like this deep fried fritter that we make in my country, and I think you will really enjoy them because you work so much. So, but I need your help.
All right.
I need your help.
I'm down.
I'm gonna need you to put this oil for me on low, and I'm gonna also need you to help me pour the water in this, because when I'm making this, I can't use a spoon to just like mix it because it's gonna be so much like bubbles of dough.
Okay.
So I use my hands and we have to slowly pour the water in as I'm using my hands to mix the batter together.
I hope I can remember all that.
You can remember it. So first we're gonna do the oil dough.
Okay.
So you can put the oil on the stove.
Pita is an excellent cook. She's really good at cooking. It always comes out really well on the stove. How much of it? Just a little bit?
You probably want to put it almost all the way to the top, but where you know that it's not going to flow over.
What oil is this?
We're using vegetable oil. Keep
Okay.
going. We're deep frying these, and the balls are about like a quarter wide, really thick.
Okay.
So we're gonna need it almost like.
Keep going, basically the whole thing?
Yeah.
A lot of oil.
A little bit more.
Okay.
This is how you know we never use
No, we never use oil.
So I need 2 cups of warm water.
All right, 2 cups, got it.
So make sure your hands are clean too, by the way, guys, because we're gonna get really in here. You ever had a puff puff before?
That too.
Funnel cake needs puff puff.
You gotta teach me how to.
I do. Like, these are literally the only ingredients you need.
So you did this all for me because you knew I was working all day?
I definitely did this for you because you work a lot, dude. And we've been on our diet like crazy.
So I needed something.
So this is a great cheat snack that is not gonna make you feel super bloated.
How many calories are in this?
I honestly, if I had to guess, maybe like 4 Mikates probably are, I'll give it like 80 a ball. 80 calories a ball, which is kind of high, but it's the sugar and the flour.
I have been on the strict diet. I'm like ready for something sweet.
Right. So this is perfect. So are you ready?
Yes.
So literally, I'm gonna just tell you like when to pour it in, and as I mix it, cause the thing is, we don't want to pour it all at once, cause then it's gonna just like turn into a ball, and it's just gonna be chunky.
Okay.
So we're literally pouring it like
slowly.
Right. So we're gonna start where the eggs are. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna start mixing the eggs.
So. Do?
Almost. Right. And then start pouring it in. There you go. You're like my own personal like tat fountain. Now you can slow down for me. So we're gonna wait on the water real quick and let me mix this. So right now we're just gonna mix this dough. You look really pretty today.
Thank you, you too. We got the same thing going on.
It's polka dot day. It's a polka dot day. So right now you see how like now it's mixing, it's like kind of easier to mix. The first tools we were ever given in life were our hands. So I'm kind of going backwards. Plus my mom, it just makes it smooth, because wouldn't it be unfortunate if you had one of these balls and it was powder?
Right.
When you bit into it, don't no one want to eat no powder ball. So we're gonna go ahead and just mix it slowly. And like the texture at the end is almost like a pancake, like a thicker type of pancake feel. So we're just gonna keep mixing it. And it's kind of like you wanna, you know when you milli rock and you go under? So you kind of wanna just go under and like flip, almost like bring the batter on top of the flour and then under. Let it join the family slowly. So we're gonna add a little bit more water, just like a tiny bit. And then wait. And then we're gonna mix that into there, because it's kind of like you want it to join the family like super slowly. So right now we're just kind of like getting in here, getting all the ingredients mixed together. So now that we kind of have a good consistency, we're gonna add a little bit more water. Like a tad bit more water. So we didn't end up using 2 cups today, guys, but we're only gonna use about a cup of water.
How many of this is this gonna serve?
We can pick that, because you can make this however big you want. I usually like to make it like a quarter size. Because eating like a huge ball, that's too much commitment. And then you also want it to be able to cook through. So you don't wanna make it too big. So now that we kind of have the dough looking like a pancake mixture, you kind of want to let it sit for at least 20 minutes if you're rushing. But if you're not rushing, I would suggest like keeping it overnight and then in the morning making them and then putting them to the side. But if you're on the go, like you got to go to this housewarming, 20 minutes and you're good to go.
I've never had Mikate before, but I'm super excited to taste it.
So now you can see that there's no like lumps in the flour. And like, since it's like, you kind of feel like a kid again, you can feel where would be lumps. No more lumps. I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands.
Do you need me to do anything else?
Oh yes, I do. So here's a trick. I want you to get 3 slices of paper towel roll, slightly damp them because we're gonna cover it to help the yeast rise up so we can be able to deep fry it a lot easier.
How long do you do that?
For 20 minutes.
Oh. So 3 of these?
3 of them. Right. And you kind of want to open it up like a towel, or you could use like a light towel, but I like to use paper towel.
Why? What's the difference?
Disposable.
Oh.
It's less messy, and I feel like the air can really come through easier with the towel. So you just want to kind of make sure you're covering all quarters of that. Perfect. Perfect.
Good.
Perfect. Now we can just put this to the side. So guys, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the dough aside and let the yeast rise so it'll be easier to fry. We can actually have a nice puff to bite into.
When I walked through the door today and Pita was making me an African dish, I was super excited. It made me feel so great to be her friend because she only does this with people she's close to.
A secret to a good mikate is letting it sit, letting the yeast and the batter sit overnight is the key to getting that fluffy texture in the inside. Lucky for you, I have to make another batch for my friend, so I have one that I sat overnight. This is what it looks like when it rises. See, you see what I mean by less messy? Yeah. So we kind of want to take that essence. You can throw that away. So this is what our dough looks like. And this is for after. We're gonna sprinkle some powdered sugar on it to give it a little sweetness. So we keep it overnight so the dough can rise, so it's fluffy, nice to eat. If not, it's gonna be literally dense and it's not gonna feel like you're eating mikate. So we gotta let it sit. Now we're ready to cook. You ready to cook?
I'm ready.
Are you gonna help me do this?
Of course.
This is how we make it. So we're gonna use coconut oil for our hands, because we use our hands a lot with this dish.
I gotta take my rings off.
Yes, definitely. And you wanna grab a bowl of water too for me if you could.
Okay. Cold, hot?
Warm is good.
Warm?
Warm is good. So basically what we're gonna end up doing is we're gonna rub the coconut oil onto our hands so that we can use our hands to be able to create the dough balls. You can use a spoon, but I prefer to use my hands. It's a lot easier for me. It's a little messy, so we do have the water to dip our hands in between when it does get too sticky on the fingers. And you kind of just want to get your palms, even if you want to get your whole hands kind of in between your fingers. We got our dough rised up. Doesn't it look completely different from the other one?
Yeah, they do. It was smooth before.
Exactly.
Now it's all like thicker, richer.
Right, and it's almost like a putty feel. It is making me hungry. So we're gonna move over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna move on this side. So literally, you want to kind of grab a handful with your hand. So you literally want to make sure your oil is already kind of like on medium. You don't want it too hot because it cooks pretty fast. You got your dough in your hand and you're literally just going to squeeze.
Oh, okay, got it.
Like that, we need it to be higher, so we'll probably just raise that a little bit. And literally, you can squeeze back out. We're gonna scoop up a little bit more. I'm gonna wait for that to kind of heat up a little bit. Are you confused about anything?
No, I got this.
You got this?
I'm scared.
Do you feel like you're ready for this?
I don't want to get burnt.
You're not gonna get burnt. Take about 3 minutes to 5 minutes to cook.
All right.
If you want it golden brown crispy, or if you want to kind of like, you know.
Do you have to flip them over at any point, or is just?
Yeah, you'll know when to flip them over when the bottom is crispy, like brown, and then you're gonna go ahead and take your tongs and you flip it over.
So
so right now we're just kind of wait for the heat to rise up, because that's very important. You don't want the heat to be too low, because then too much oil goes into the mikate, and we don't want too much oil to go in mikate. They cook really quick, so you kind of want to.
So basically, just keep it on high.
Right. So prime example, this one, it's already started. Flip that over, make that a little higher. So I'm gonna go ahead and do like a couple.
Okay.
Now remember, when your hand gets too sticky, you can just dab your hands in the water and come back and scoop again.
Okay. I like cooking with Pita. She takes her time. She teaches me things step by step. She's very patient because everything's new. So it's always good when someone's patient with you.
And then you pick it up when you finally, Good, good. Now Back away, back away. There you go. You did a good job. Look at this, Mikate. They already turning on us. So we're gonna turn that over again.
That looks weak.
No, yours doesn't look weak. It looks good. You did my first time making Mikate, it was literally like crumbs of dough everywhere from just like not being able to get it in like one area. I'm gonna dip and you're gonna flip.
Okay.
And take it out.
Any need flipping? This one. Take this one out?
Nope, not yet. Now, how do you know when to take it out? When both sides are the same color. Look at the other side. Do you think it's the same colors?
No, it should be darker.
So flip it. There you go.
Flip.
This one's ready. Take those out. So you kind of got to move fast with this. Okay. Take that out, put it in the basket, and watch how you're squeezing them. Take all of them out besides the lighter one. Right. Thank you. You can flip those two for me too. Right, you don't want to pinch it. You never want to pinch it. You kind of want to use the bottom of the tongue and toss it over.
How do you know that it's ready? From
the color. So this one's ready to go.
Okay.
If it gets too dark looking, just pick it up and put it in the basket. Move faster, Chricell. Move faster.
Okay.
This one's not ready. Look at that. Nope, that's not ready. But look, it's a lighter spot. Yeah, so toss it. My hands are not oily no more, so it's kind of getting a little stickier. So sometimes you kind of want to, bring that water over here. The water helps for the dough to not stick to your hand as much. Okay. So sometimes you can go, as you're dipping, dip your hand in water, then pick the dough up with your hand. Those are the last ones. So you can take that chocolate one out, right. Flip that one, see if that one's chocolate on the side. Right, that's ready.
These smell so good.
Thank you. I can't wait for you to try them.
What are these for?
So that's powdered sugar. So we're just gonna take it and we're gonna sprinkle on top.
Okay.
So literally, go ahead. There you go. And you kind of want to just, make sure, you can go crazy with the powdered sugar. It's honestly how much powdered sugar you want. So this is actually a good amount.
Okay.
So we're good. I'm excited to see what she's gonna say because she's a very honest person. So she's not going to sugarcoat anything if they do not taste good.
Well, I'm gonna taste one.
Oh yes, definitely. Yes. Yes,
tastes really
delicious,
good.
Right? Thank you.
I love it.
Awesome. Oh, what would go good with this? What? Some wine. You have some wine? Perfect.
The cooking today was great. I enjoyed cooking with Pita. I learned something new. Next time I'm gonna switch it around and cook for her and impress her. So hopefully she likes it as well.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And that's how you make a sexy Mikate. In 5 years, I plan to do a lot. I would love to write a cookbook. I would love to just show people how to find their inner beauty without having to be in a box. Hi, my name is Pita.
And Chricell.
And you're watching MinaTV.
Thanks for watching, and if you liked this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you next time.